Good morning and welcome to Arizona Trails to Philippine Tales. Now, it is about 5:30 in the morning, and not only is today the end of the 38th week and our 38th house build video, but it also marks that I and Flora have now been in the Philippines for one whole month. So we have been in the Philippines now for 1 month. And have there been some sacrifices? Yes. Has there been some dietary changes? Yes. Um, is there new ways to do things here in the Philippines? Yes. So yeah, it's been a great thing here to change your diet, like switching from hamburgers to chicken, and switching, say, steak to one of the fishes that I like out here. The fish that I like out here is called a Spanish mackerel or a tanigi. Um, so it is a really good fish to have every Sunday. Matter of fact, today is Sunday, the end of the 38th week. Um, it's We go down to the market and we buy the tanigi fish, and we also get some vegetables and things like that uh, to last us throughout the week. And again, at almost a half or more than half of what the price is in the United States. So also 1 month. It also allows you to buy things. Now, usually in the United States, you know what you want to buy, but usually you can go to either the mall or to a store like Walmart and say, okay, and pick up the things that you need. Out here, everything is individualized. So if you want hardware, you go to a hardware store. If you want uh, whatever it may be, you go to a specific store. You have to find that store, wherever it might be here in the Philippines. And you have to look for it. And the best way of looking for things is by walking or riding a bike and actually going around and seeing what's out there. So, like I said, I think I got here about 5:30 in the morning, so the chickens are crowing. People are out already riding on the bikes, going to wherever they're going to their destinations. And let's go ahead and do a walk around. And just also, after a month, look down. We now have our rubber boots. So we now have our rubber boots, and now I can walk around in the mud and not worry about my shoes. So let's actually start doing a walk around of the house, and this will be for the week 38 build. So again, I always start off here in the garage, and it looks like we have some more bricks going up. You'll see that here in the garage there'll be a window right there in the brick area, or the lack of bricks. So a window is going to be going there, so they're just now framing that out. And again, we still have some more truss metal that's in the garage. Looks like some tanks are also in there. Looks maybe just water barrels, I think. And we'll go back over this way. And again, not worried about walking into the mud because I have my rubber boots that took me a month to get. But they were a good price. I think for my wife's boots, Flora's boots, and my boots, I think we paid about $12, so not too bad. All right, so on this end, so this is still, looks like they're still finishing the wall out here. That's going to be the maid's quarters and the her bathroom, or their bathroom, and then the pantry on the end. And also, this is going to be the sink area here for that dirty kitchen. And let's see what else. So again, there's going to be stairs that come into this location, but there's also stairs that go up to the roof deck on top. And we were going to have like stairs that first it goes this way, then up, but instead now we're just going to have stairs that start right about here and go straight up to the roof deck area. So it looks like they're still making the lines, making the cracks. So one of the things that I wanted to sort of go over in their rendering process. So before they render, They, of course, fill some of the gaps of the concrete. And, of course, looks like they're going to do, the piping area. So you can see the actual constructs here of everything. And then what we'll do, and we'll walk over to the lanai area. So I watched this, actually, Flora and I came here yesterday just to talk to the engineer just a little bit. So when you look at this wall has just started its rendering process. So when you're looking at the rendering, so if you look up here, so you see the original concrete, and then you'll see the individual little splats that they do. So they'll just put it, take it right off the tray just like a painter and splat it down there. I remember a long time ago, we used to watch the show called This Old House, and there used to be a comedian or something, because there was a guy named Norm, I think, on the show, and they used to say, just spackle any cracks that you happen to see. Just spackle it. So when I see that, they're just spackling, and then what they'll do is they'll smooth that out and then let it dry. So then it will become a dry process here. So let's look further into this lanai area. So then you get a sort of a finished product that is dried, and it looks like that. And then once it gets to this kind of a dryness, and they'll smooth it out a little bit further. And then once it's smooth, then we go over here to this area over here, and they'll put on a I always want to say a whitewash. It's not a white wash. Matter of fact, every time I go to say it, I always forget what it is. Geez, the word still eludes me right now. But anyways, they put this white coating over what they do, and so that's sort of another sealer that they do before putting on before actually painting it. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue. Again, this is going to be the lanai area. We'll have a front porch, glass sliding doors, and then we definitely want to get a grill, because again, any fish and other things, I think Flora, she's always been a good person to do things on the grill. I know in Arizona, she made some great steaks, chicken, everything was put on the grill and tasted really good. You can see, they've got the windows now set in for the bathroom and the maid's room. So there is, those are going to be the window areas there. So now the definition, or the house, now you can actually start seeing how the things are actually going to look like. I was always getting excited, over these weeks. And again, thank you to everybody that has, visited this channel, and been seeing the progress of the house over the weeks. It definitely is a new experience compared to, say, American standards. I don't say anything to the construction workers. I let them do it the Filipino way. And, because this area does get earthquakes, this area does get typhoons, and they know what is best to ensure that the house stays stable during those acts of nature. So, but to definitely see the forming of the house over the weeks, the build until it takes shape, and then now the walls are starting to come in. Matter of fact, when we were here yesterday, they were actually starting to fill in the bedroom area. So we'll take a closer look later, but yeah, they're starting to make in the bedroom here, they're starting to make everything ground level, and we'll go into that too. So I'm again just going to walk on the outside here just to show what has been done. So again, so this wall, see, they done a little bit of the again, I can never remember what that's called, besides in my mind it's just a whitewash, but it's definitely comes after the rendering process, and it's there. Hopefully I'll remember the terminology one of these days, or since I'm getting older, I might just forget again. But definitely, so now you see the windows, everything's coming together in that sense, which is good. And they finally extended, it looks like. Okay, so they got that wall sort of painted, or not painted, but the white paint, whitewash. Um, looks like they made the column, so that column will actually extend from there over to where that window is there. So we're going to have like a little extending post there, and I think that is supposed to be a it's just another column, but I keep thinking that it's going to provide shade while we're underneath the or sitting on the porch. I got to look at that again. Speaking of which, in this video I think I probably will include some of the pictures. Like I said, you know, when Flora and I was looking at the bathroom areas, deciding what went where, do we have 2 sinks? So I do have the plans. I'll put some pictures up when we get to those areas when we're walking on the inside. But I like to see definitely week-to-week changes. So that's what we're seeing, and I'm really glad that we are seeing these things being done. So definitely it's coming along to where you can see now a wall of a house. It's not just bricks that are being put up, like that's the bricks. And then now we're starting to see where they're completing the framing, you know, the rendering, putting up the whitewash. You know, it's not in the States where you get a wood frame house and then stucco. This is definitely a concrete, smooth it out, make sure you're doing good, and go from there. So yes, really coming together on this end. Like I said, they want to try and make this bedroom area first, which is you know, trying to get us in here. You know, without a kitchen though, I don't know if we will do the move in, but it's only 1 month. You know, the thing about being in the Philippines for 1 month, it still hasn't set in that this is the place that I'm permanently moving to. I remember even in the military, you know, when you do overseas, sometimes depending on whether you're single or married, you'll do a 2 to 3 year tour in another country. And to be quite honest, right now it almost seems like a military tour. I'm just here visiting and, you know, just living. But I'm hoping one day it sinks in a little bit more that, you know, especially over the next 20 years of my life before I leave planet Earth, that, you know, on the average, I don't know if I'll, you know, hopefully I'll live to be in my 80s and 90s and have more tales to tell, but who knows what the future holds? Who knows what the future holds? Tomorrow is not guaranteed even, so I'm going to take it as it comes. So here we are here, and again, now you can see the windows and everything. So again, this would still be the porch area. This is the window to the bathroom. I love seeing a nice smooth wall, and I'm sure a lot of people too that watch these videos are like, man, when you look at these houses, I know even I think my father even said the house looks like it's about ready to be demolished, not being built. But yeah, I mean, when you look at some of the debris that's left over, you know, like the extra wood and the stuff over here, and then you see the concrete blocks, it looks like an incomplete, abandoned home. And you'll see those here in the Philippines as well. You'll see where either people have started to build a home or they abandon a home. And basically you'll come across these concrete structures that can sit here for years and years in the Philippines. And you always wonder if the family members are ever going to complete or finish the homes, or what's going to happen to those constructions. And that's a lot of things, a lot of times here too, people run out of money when they're building a home, and they just have to stop and pause and pick it back up when they're able to finish the work. So me, I'm hoping to complete this. I need to complete this and get it done. Those are one of the things that everybody is looking forward to. and having a YouTube video, I guess, you know, and also filming for posterity, for my friends and family to watch this, can see the progress. So again, on this wall right here, so they got the window. You can see the window has a little canopy above the window there, which is nice. And see, again, a little showing that the rendering, and then they put the little white on. So it's just to show that it's going towards that process. And then, of course, then they'll move over this way. And look here. All right, so now we have our, looks like we have our septic tank finally got a lid on top now. So we do have a lid on the septic tank. And then we're still debating, we were debating on where we're going to put the solar panels, because you sort of want the solar to be enclosed in the building. And so we thought at first that on top of this, you know, and extend it out a little bit, create a building on top of this, you know, that would house the electrical and then the solar inverter and batteries. But I think we might not. I think what we'll do is we'll put things that you need out here in the Philippines is water tanks. So those water tanks collect extra water and even water that rainwater. So you have tanks, so that way you don't run out of water. Now we're going to also try to put in our house, we're going to try and put clean water, water softener or water cleaner, also to make sure that the water is good throughout our home. Because out here in the Philippines, usually what people do is buy the 5-gallon jugs and just keep refilling those over and over for fresh water. But I mean, Flora and I go through 10 gallons in about a week just due to the humidity, and we're always constantly drinking water. So we'll probably put 2 big, gigantic water tanks. We'll have like a little building on top of this maybe, or somehow we'll set 2 water jugs on top of this septic tank. And so again, they're building the wall. They got the wall. You can see the windows now. So that's going to be a bathroom window, and then these 2 windows will be the windows to the guest bedroom that's right there. All right, and we'll walk off this way here. Again, not afraid to step into the mud since I have my nice rubber boots on. All right. And then we got this area right here. So again, they're building up this area, one of the windows here to this guest bedroom. And very good on that. I'm going to step over these rocks. Oh. And then, so this way you can see an outer look. I'm going to go back a little bit further, just so that way we can see what we have out here. All right. So it looks like a good side view. They got everything about halfway up here. And then again, a lot of that empty space up there at the top, I think they're going to be running electrical. Also, I think we're going to have a split air conditioning that goes on up there. And then we'll have that to go through there, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy about all that. And then let's see what else we have here. I'm going to go on to the inside, I think. Let's see. All right, so this is everything. Good morning. All right. Then we'll see what we got here on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and enter through one of these windows. And again, great that I have these nice rubber boots on. All right, so it looks like they're still working on the trusses. And then we got trusses. I just, there's our turkeys going through. And then, so we still have the wall area there. Looks like that's all complete now. Yeah, there was an opening up there before. So it looks like we got that all filled in. And then, So they're still making trusses. And then we have again here the CR. So we'll have the CR right there. And so speaking of this back wall, that's part of the garage area. I think that's what we're going to end up using for the electrical and the solar panels. Put them on that wall, or the inverter, I should say. And then, of course, we got those trusses up there. I'm sure there's going to be more. Oh, they're going to put more in. They finished, they're still building the wall up here for the pantry and the helpers area. Again, this kitchen goes all the way back to this wall right here. And so they completed the wall, but again, the reason why the walls are separating the rooms right now, and this is actually going to be a hallway, the ground level. So the ground level is going to go up to where the brick area is. So that's nice. So it should go up, maybe even a little bit higher, since the wall to the glass sliding doors that goes out of the lanai. So that could be a possibility. It might be a little bit higher. And I'm also going to show, for the kitchen and the living room area, I'm also going to show the drawings for that, just because the drawings will also have like the sizes, the square meter sizes of each one of these rooms. Because even Flora says, you know, there's sort of a perspective difference between, say, when you're seeing it on the paper, and then there's a perspective difference when you're here live, and then there's a perspective difference when you see it on video. So it's hard to almost gauge. I mean, you can look at paper and it says this is how many square meters it is. Or you can look at the video and say, wow, that looks pretty big. Or when you're standing here, is it big? I mean, it sort of messes with your mind. My home in Arizona was only 1,300 square feet, and Flora's like, oh, well, our living room was bigger than the living room here. I'm like, no, the living room is bigger. I mean, even the square, when you figure out the square meters on paper, the living room is bigger too. But when you're standing here, sometimes the floor area shrinks. So we're scratching our heads thinking, you know, oh, maybe it should be bigger than that. But we're still going to just take a look in here and see what we have as far as the different rooms. This, you know, the funny thing about this too, the way that it was set up, like this guest bedroom, and like I said, the guest bedrooms have their own bathrooms. This is going to be a smaller bedroom. Oh no, a bigger bedroom, smaller bathroom. But then when you look at this bedroom, this is a smaller bedroom, but a bigger bathroom. So bigger bedroom, smaller bathroom, smaller bedroom, bigger bathroom. And then, of course, like I said, they're starting to try and fill the floor area. So as you see here, they're going to try and make this all ground level. So they're using these rocks and to build up the ground level. And as you can see here, all right, so what they'll do is they'll bring in these rocks, and this would be a hard job, just to fill the space up with rock, and then use this right here by hand to pound everything to make it flat. I mean, that is some hard work. I mean, Filipinos are very hard workers, and you know, they work hard. So it looks like also, oh, I see what they've done here. So against this wall here, which, okay, so we got a window and a window, they've already cut out our electrical. So that means, like Flora and I had come in here and we says, all right, we want to sort of see where we want our electrical at, because usually in the Philippines, you don't have a lot of electrical outlets. So you almost have to tell the engineer where you want the electrical outlets. So, you know, we marked here, we marked there, we marked over there, and of course we marked one there, but we marked another one up towards that area because we wanted to put a TV in the bedroom, of course. So there should be, so we marked it, and you can see the mark right here. So the engineer went ahead and marked right there. So there should be an outlet area right there, but that looks like they have cut. Oh, and they missed a couple over here too. So we're supposed to have an outlet right here, and we're supposed to have an outlet right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should have about 7 outlets in here. And they've cut 1, 2, 3, 4. So they've cut 4 out of the 7 so far. But of course, they're again filling this area right here to make it ground level, and they almost got it. So they're flattening it out. And then, so the view out of this window, of course, we're going to have a 7-foot wall, but when we look out, that's kind of the view that we have there out of this window. We'll have this view here, and then so there's sort of a small road. Like, we live in the province, but there's still these roads that go down inside the homes and everything, so that way you can see. So I do have views all around, and I want to try and make this, I don't want this video to go on too long, so let's start getting less talky and more showy. So again, I will post up, so here again is the walk-in closet. Oh. And see, they got the rendering, they got that. I will post the picture to this area and how big the walk-in closet is. And then also, this is the bathroom area, and I will put up the schematic for this as well, just to show the size of the bathroom. And again, the shower will be over here to the left. So it's going to be, so the shower is going to be here, toilet's going to be there, and we will have a dual sink over in this area right here. So again, I'll show the schematics. The only difference on the schematics on the walk-in closet is vanity, wall closet, but we're going to have it curved so that way we can utilize this wall as well as closet space. So we have closet space that goes all the way around to the vanity, and of course that would be Flora's because she needs her vanity mirror to come out of the bathroom and start getting ready. And of course we have all of our clothes and everything here, and that's what we'll do. So I think this is going to be cutting it right here for this video. And oh, by the way, as I'm thinking about it, so what we're going to do here is I just wanted to go ahead and let you know that being with Arizona Trails to Philippine Tales, Flora and I like to go walking. So one of the apps that I downloaded is called the Randonautica app. You know, it's just an app that picks up, that picks up different points and on a map, and you go walking to it. So I know you can go on YouTube and you can look at the different Randonautica videos of finding weird things, things of that nature, but I just selected 5 different points. Flora and I will go walking. I'm not going to film the entire walk, but you know, maybe we'll find something at the end of that walk. I don't know. If we do, I'll film it, and I'll call those Randonautica walking videos with Flora. So stay tuned for that. And thank you again for coming to Arizona Trails of Philippine Tales. Again, like, share, subscribe. Again, I appreciate comments when you make them. Recently, my videos have dropped off the radar a little bit, I think. You know, perhaps some of my videos might be a little boring, but that's okay. There's some people that still find these videos interesting, and again, this is for posterity. But if you do have questions, you do have comments, by all means, even just to say hi, thanks for your videos, or, you know, hey, you're doing a terrible job, whatever, go ahead and post. Go ahead and comment, and let me know what you think. I mean, I'm going to keep making these videos regardless, because this is for my benefit of my friends, my family, and you know, and if you find it interesting to see somebody else's life, then by all means, you know, stay tuned. See what's next in the Philippines. Again, it's just life coming to a different location in the world and seeing what's different. So give you another person's perspective, you know, what their trials, what their tribulations are, what their enjoyments are, you know, like different content. You know, I've got the motorcycle vlogs. I try to end these videos with me riding back home on a motorcycle, just to show you the perspective. And like I said, this was about 5:30. It's now about 6 o'clock in the morning. And Flora and I are about ready to go to the fish market, buy that Spanish mackerel and some vegetables, eat some breakfast, and then I think we're even going to go to the mall today. So Sunday is a good day. So thank you again for joining Arizona Trails Philippine Tales. Take care. Bye-bye.
Watch me do my thing, blow some money out, make it rain, stop. I'm going big, if you can't come, that's on my mate. Going in, bass so loud, it's in my skin, drink, and then repeat, do what you want when you're here with me. I'm sure you leave me on my own. My body's turned away below us. The company you keep in me. This ain't love. This ain't love. This ain't love. Watch me do my thing, blow some money out, make it rain, stop. I'm going big, if you can't come, that's on my mate. Going in, bass so loud, it's in my skin, drink, and then repeat, do what you want when you're here with me.